To throw, it's Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this is incomplete.
Mariota's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 5 yards.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on second down. Mariota, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to keep it here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lopez.
Holding offense. Out of here, man.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Lopez. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. You must get tired of seeing me.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7.
Wentz now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wentz now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Once again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Now a run with Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Mariota to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He'll fire it deep for Rager. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and...
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's dry like
this. And it is cold.
And it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, it's Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lopez.
Mariota's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mariota on first down. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
To throw is Mariota. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mariota. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Play action now. Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mariota's pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 9-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Delano Hill. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Bears 7.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half?
He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jalen Rager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Cole Kmet.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taking it about the 16. There he goes left side. And the Eagles are in for 6.
Eagles.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous. Did they hit the ball and kick it right to him?
Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
48-yard line.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Marcus Mariota, nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Marcus Mariota. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears get a bit closer. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On 1st down, Wentz. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wentz on the give to Sanders, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 21. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask moves him closer. And now 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
David Montgomery.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Another run with Sanders. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. To throw Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
From the red zone now, Mariota being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. Then the Bears cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
It's across midfield to the 40.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watch.